everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a review of Kelly Creates brush pens. So today we have a multi-pack of different sized black brush pens. We have a pack of multicolor small brush pens, and then we also have a pack of the Kelly Creates dream pens that have a small brush and a large brush. So first I'm going to start with this small brush pen set. So I'm going to open it up and pull the pens out. Here is the fine tip. As you can tell, it's really small. So I'm just going to show you how it works. There's the fine tip, and please excuse my brush lettering as I am just now learning how to do it, so it's a little bit of a learning process, but I do feel like I'll get there at some point. So here is the medium brush. It's a little bit bigger. There's the medium tip. Next we have the large brush tip. The large for me is a little bit harder to write with, so please excuse that. I'd rather write with the fine or medium tip. So now I'm going to be trying out the multicolor small brush pens. I'm going to try to get them out. They all have a plastic piece holding them together, so when you pull them out, they'll all come out at the same time. So I'm just going to remove that. So the small really looks like the fine tip, so the black. Next is gray. That's a pretty gray. This is kind of a light pink. This is a purple color. Here's a hot pink. These pens are actually really easy to write with. I'm so surprised. Here's a yellow color. That's a little hard to see. I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but that yellow is kind of hard to see. It kind of makes it a little harder to write with it too. Here's a light green. Here's a dark green. This is a dark blue. Here is a light blue. So these are all the pens from the small brush set. They're actually really nice pens. The yellow is kind of hard to see, but the rest of them are really pretty colors. And they're really easy to write with. The brush is really flexible, if that makes sense. Like, it makes it easier to transition between the strokes, because when you're doing brush lettering on your down strokes, you want to press down a little bit more to make the thicker lines, and then when you're going up you want to do thinner, so less pressure. But it's really easy and they're really flexible. They're nicer than brush pens that I've had before, so I can't wait to use all of these in my plan. Now I'm going to move on to the Dream pens. Oops, I broke the box. Oh well. These actually come in a plastic storage thing. So first I'm going to do the small side, and then we'll move on to the large side. Actually, these are different compared to the small. So it says that this side is a small brush, but these are small brush pens. So that's a little different and kind of odd, if you ask me. This looks more like the fine tip in this first pack that I brought out. So these two are actually the same, but one says fine and the other one says small, yet these are called small. So if you ever pick these up, just know that they are actually pretty different. I didn't think that the small ends would be different, but they actually are. So I'm going to letter the black. That's actually a little bit harder to write with than this one. So that's a little weird. So I guess I'm going to try out the purple. So here's that tip. So these two purples are actually different from each other. Those are two completely different purples. And I think we might actually find that with all of these colors. This is a pink color. We'll just see. Yeah, that's kind of a hot pink color. And this is more of a light pink, I'm assuming. It looks kind of orange, honestly. Y'all, I misspelled that word. Please excuse me. I'm trying to figure out what this color is. I really don't know. I don't know if that's a pink or an orange. Well, there's an orange right here, so that is pink. That's got to be pink. Here's an orange right here. Can y'all tell that my lettering is just getting worse as I go? These pens actually are pretty hard for me to use. I don't know if it's just I'm not used to them or if it's just the tip is a little odd. That yellow is a little bit easier to see. It's a little bit easier to see, but yellow's still kind of hard to see. So here's a green. On that one. Oh well. Here's a teal color. Here's light blue. Here's dark blue. So instead of just rewriting everything that I just wrote, I'm just going to do little marks right here from the large tip, just to kind of show what it looks like. Because as you know, I don't like the large tips. I'm trying to go from thin to thicker, so. And I don't know if you guys can tell, but these markers, when I'm writing, when you press down on them, they're making a noise. I don't know how to explain the noise, but it's a noise. Some of these pens are very saturated. They have a lot of color coming out at one time, it seems like. So, just to recap what these pens are, these right here are just a multi-size pack of black pens. Then this set right here are the small brush pens. And then this set right here are the dream pens with small and large tips. So, as you can tell, my brush lettering is not the best. I think these colors right here actually made my brush lettering look really good. And I thought once I got to the end right here, it looked amazing. But then I pulled out these dream pens and it doesn't look too great. It's really weird how these tips and these tips are considered small, but they're completely different. So I think that's a little strange. So I'm not sure why they didn't do the same with them, or if I'm not sure. But overall, I do like the pens. I will say, if you're a beginner like me, I would get the small brush pen pack. These work really good and they're so easy to handle. The dream pens, I think, are a little bit more advanced. They're a little bit harder to use, so I would suggest, if you're a beginner, wait on the dream pens. I'm going to practice with these, hopefully get the hang of it, and then I can probably, hopefully, start adding these into my planner. But for right now, I'm going to stick with the fine and medium tip from the multi-size pack and all the colors from the small brush pen pack. So if you would like to try brush pens, I would suggest definitely going the small brush pens. So if you guys like this video, please hit the like button. And if you want to see more of my videos, don't forget to subscribe.